A US fighter jet has crashed in Libya. Both airmen aboard ejected and are now safe. The plane came down during the third wave of attacks by international aircraft on Colonel Muammar Gaddafi's forces. One resident of Misrata told the Reuters news agency government forces had killed 40 people there. And there were also reports of government tanks firing on the rebel-held town of Zintan. Earlier, coalition airstrikes hit 2 naval bases near Tripoli and 2 air bases, one near Colonel Gaddafi's hometown of Sirte. Foreign Affairs editor Peter Cave reports from Tobruk.
For a third night, anti-aircraft fire arcs into the sky over Tripoli. 2 naval bases near the capital were hit by coalition strikes, along with 2 air bases, one of them near Colonel Gaddafi's hometown of Sirte. The dictator himself has not been seen since shortly after the bombing began. It's not clear if he's still in his compound, which was bombed 2 days ago, but his adoring supporters are rallying there to protect him.
We are in trouble. Love you, Muammar Gaddafi. All the people watching me now, all Libyan, love Muammar Gaddafi.
Libyan officials say there were more civilian casualties overnight.
You saw last night how a rocket was directed at the headquarters of the leader. This is not a military place. It doesn't have weapons. It doesn't supply weapons. It's an official building.
The United States says coalition forces are not trying to kill Gaddafi or siding with the rebels.
Our mandate, again, our mission is to protect civilians from attack by the regime ground forces. Our mission is not to support any opposition forces. So while we have reports from people who are reported to be in the opposition, there is no official communication or formal communication with those in this so-called opposition.
Here in the rebel-controlled east, the initial optimism that they could quickly push through and take Tripoli has had a reality check. While families flocked to see the damage done by the coalition jets to the government's tanks and artillery on the road to Benghazi, rebel forces pushed up that road, expecting to take the first town on the road to Tripoli with ease. But it soon became clear that the jets have not entirely taken away the regime's ability to fight back. A tank round whistles past, fired by government troops. There was chaos and panic as the militia turned and fled. Some were killed and many were injured, and eventually the rebel attack was repulsed on this day. But the rebels say it's a temporary setback, and the attack on Ajdabiya and onwards towards Tripoli will continue in the days, weeks and months to come. Peter Cave, Lateline.